Sup PYNP? Don't ever do that again. Never. Sup PYNP? What's today's video going to be about? It's going to be all about me. It's going to be all about me. Sorry, I'm selfish. I'm sorry I haven't been around for a while. Again, I've been ill, I've been injured, I've had loads of work to do, all that shit. I'm sorry. So, we all know, if you've been following me, because I keep talking about it, I've got a shoulder injury. I do, rotator cuff. I thought it was minor, but it's major. And I haven't done any chest movements for 9 weeks now. Not good. So, I've been doing all the rehab, rotator cuff exercises, doing my research, learning, actually getting an injury, because you're curious about how to, heal it and how to recover, you end up researching a lot. And I've learned a lot about, the shoulder, going to my physio, been talking to him, learned a lot about the tissues around the whole area, and it's really beneficial. So, I would say, research the stuff before you get injured and might help you. But, yeah, so I've learned quite a lot. But anyway, what's happened? So, I had this shoulder injury, and obviously I couldn't bench, and for a while I couldn't do any back movements or any overhead press or anything like that. So I substituted my workouts for more frequent lower body workouts, more frequent arm workouts, keeping the shoulder proper stable, not no movement with the shoulder with the biceps and tricep training. And frequency went up, and I tell you what, I've seen some great gains in my legs. Training legs twice a week was great. My quads and my hams and my calves were calves a little bit, but they were really growing, really starting to see a difference. The thing is, muscle tissue is very responsive to weight training, yeah, and it grows quite rapidly. If you increase the frequency double, then your body will adapt. The thing is, muscle fibers are a bit different to ligament and tendon fibers. See, muscle fibers tend to adapt a lot quickly, and they get stronger and stronger. They react to the load quite well. Ligaments and tendons, however, tend to take a bit longer to react to increased load. And so if you progress too fast, you can get joint problems, get aches and pains, tendinitis, things like that. And I found that, I overtrained. Well, I don't like to call it overtrained, but I pushed myself further and further, because basically I wanted a goal. I can't train my upper body. So, legs, I'm pushing it. I just want to achieve something, want to keep moving, feel like I keep moving forward, And after a while, my knees started to hurt, the patella and the tendons around that, and I just knew straight away that I'm pushing myself too far. And even though my muscles can push the weight, my tendons, however, need to be eased into it. So, it's really annoying how my upper body, I can't work up my upper body because I've hurt my shoulder. Then I start training legs more, and I start getting, ligament pains in my knees. And then I'm overtraining my arms as well, so I'm starting to get tendinitis in my elbow. It's like my whole body's falling apart. And then I come down with flu, and I'm out for 5 days. Ugh, I tell you what, I've been haunted by the injury ghost. But, staying strong, mind is bit crazy, but I'm still moving forward. But so yeah, that's the deal. So I had to take a week off because of illness, and then I went straight into my routines. I can now do back movements, and I can do overhead press as well. It's just pressing movement, chest movements I can't do very well, or can't do at all. Shoulders just not there yet. But what I've done is I've literally cut, because of all these aches and pains and niggles, I've cut everything to 60%, cut all load to 60-70%, and almost starting again, really concentrating on form and time under tension, with back movements, really hold it in, hold it there and release slowly, concentrating on the negatives, and then pulling it in, holding and release it. I'll tell you what, I've cut my back training, even though my back training it's not the thing that suffered. It's still a lot of shoulder, and if I'm like, say, if I'm doing an overhead pull, if I'm doing pull downs, and it's like ramping me up, that can cause some stress on the shoulders. So now it's control up and pulling down and holding and control up, really increasing that time under tension. And I tell you what, even though I've cut the weight down, I'm achieving DOMs still, and I feel like I'm getting a good workout because of that time under tension. I think it's a really good decision to cut the weight. Even if I didn't have injury, I think it would be. Really concentrate on form and everything like that. Even you, like, if you don't regularly do deload weeks or anything like that, you feel like you just keep on moving and moving. Maybe your form's not perfect, but you don't want to lower the weight because you've been pushing that weight, but your form's not quite there. Try it for a week. Have a week where you cut your weight to 60-70% and really control the negatives, really think about that mind-muscle connection and see how it affects you. And if the next day you still feel sore or you feel like you got a good workout out of that, then maybe you should cut the weight. Maybe not as drastic as I have because I'm injured, but maybe you should cut the weight a little and think about form, think about contraction, think about things like that. So what am I, now I'm recovering, what's my plan? Well, like I said, I've halved all the weight and I'm supplementing with a few things. Obviously, fish oils, omega-3s, that's always, that's standard. Omega-3s, fats, really good for joint health and many other reasons, but for joints specifically, they are good. I'm also, for the first time, taking glucosamine pills, and they've also got MSM, vitamin C. Glucosamine seems to be a bit, some people literally never don't see a difference. Other people swear by it. Right now, I know a place. What's this place called? Healthspan.com. My brother recommended it to me, and they're quite cheap. So I'm going to see how it goes. I've been on these for the glucosamine for a week now, and my knee strain's gone right down. I've worked out my legs since. It was only 60-70%, but knees felt good. I'm not sure if it's placebo. I mean, I don't like to think that I can be tricked by a placebo, but the mind's a powerful thing. But it seems to, I don't know if it's me healing either, just naturally, but I'll keep taking these until I run out, and then I'll stop. And if I revert, then I know they're working. If I don't revert, then maybe they were a waste of money, or maybe they helped with recovery. So what else am I taking? I'm also taking the glucosamine does have some MSM in it, but only 50 milligrams. I've also got some MSM powder from My Protein, quite cheap again, because I just didn't. I've heard good things about MSM. I've people with arthritis and cartilage damage, things like that, take MSM, and it's apparently worked really well for them. Some people really do swear by it, it's a really good supplement. And the thing is, the 50 milligrams in each tab of this just didn't seem enough. Doing my research, doing my thing, and people with arthritis get prescribed 10 grams of MSM a day. I don't have arthritis, but I'm taking 3 grams a day right now. Seeing how that goes, and again, knee strain's gone down. Shoulder actually feeling better and better. It's just taking time. So I am supplementing with MSM, glucosamine, and omega-3s, which is standard. And I'll supplement them until I run out, and we'll see how it affects me. And that will be my little experiment. And if it turns out that I start reverting when I stop taking it, then that's more to my supplement budget, which isn't very big anyway, but what's going on? Yeah, if an investment helps me keep lifting longer and staying healthy and pain-free, then it's worth it, and it's not that expensive anyway. So yeah, that's my plan of action. That's what I'm supplementing with. That's what's been happening in my life. I know I'm talking about me here, but you know, you can learn from my mistakes, learn from my experiences with rotator cuff injuries, with knee strain, with elbow tendonitis, with, you know, supplementing with MSM and glucosamine. If I can provide you with some information, because a lot of tendonitis and things like that are very common. You know, rotator cuff injuries are very common. And if you can learn a little bit from me, if I can help you out, then that's a good thing, right? Right. So yeah, I'll see you guys pretty soon. I'm hoping soon. I got a lot of work on. Uni deadlines are coming in fast. So yeah, peace out.